What's going on, everybody? This is Naeem Realtime Chaudhry, keeping it real all the time. So today's real-time topic is, I was watching CNN today, and the big announcement was, I guess really not really was a big announcement, but Hamid Karzai, the Prime Minister of Afghanistan right now, has basically let the public know, and the United States military is now in negotiations with the Taliban. Wow, they're actually talking to the Taliban now in hopes to basically do some sort of reconciliation and bring peace to the region so we can bring our troops home. And since obviously since 2001, since we've been there, and we've took a pretty heavy toll in many different ways. We've lost almost 12,000 of our troops dead and wounded. May God bless their souls. And we got 100,000 troops, sitting and fighting there right now. And the costs obviously have gone to the trillions, but this last year has been basically almost to about 105 billion. And we've all seen what effect it has, along with the Iraq war, to the economy today. I'm kind of tentative and hesitant, when I give these type of basically thoughts, but we've been there so long. At this point, I really feel this is the battle for the Afghans to take to themselves. We've trained them, we've given them arms, and basically, I believe we did what we needed to do there. Osama bin Laden was primarily the reason, that we had initially gone there, and the Taliban did not give him up when we asked him to. And now that he's gone, that obviously that I think it's time for us to go. But at this point, there's been so much positive work there that I guess people don't really look at. Is what are going to happen to the welfare of the women? There's so many young girls that are now going to school, that are now back, working and reintegrated part of the society. And my fear is, if the Taliban come back, is that, would that regress? And also, would the Taliban be able to separate itself? Because from what I know, the history of Afghanis, they're not big fans of foreigners. And if they can separate themselves from Al-Qaeda and work with their own people to make their government and country better. And I think this reconciliation might work, if a couple of things, do align. And basically, in my opinion, what I think these things are, conditions on the ground, is people got to have security. People need to basically feel safe that, that they're not the ones in the crossfire, that the right people are working together. They got to believe that the government is not corrupt. The Karzai government hasn't been doing that. And if they can't believe in their own government, how can they believe in the one with basically who is the alternative? And that's the Taliban. And I think number three, that basically the foreign entities, that's the Americans and the Pakistanis, allow the Afghanis to take influence of their own nation and work together. So I think, there's obviously a possibility this may work, and you just never know. But at the end of the day, I think this is something that the Afghanis have to do themselves. And I just want to keep it real. And y'all have a wonderful weekend. Till next time.